Hello everybody, how we doing, My name is Quantic Flux, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Malys. This is an Exorcism roguelike deck builder. It seems very cool. It's hand-drawn from what I can tell, and I'm very excited to be checking it out. Big thanks to the devs for sending it my way. Without further ado, why don't we head on in and check it out. Grasp in the darkness for the artifact. Obsidian Blade. Book of Holy Flame. Pale Sensor. I'm surprised we have 3 choices immediately. That's pretty cool. Dark Blade is waiting in your hand. Restore 10 will at the end of every exorcism. Don't know what that means. Book radiates holy power. Okay. Gain 1 glow per lit candle at the beginning of your turn. Start each exorcism with 5 toughen. Feel safer with the sensor hanging from your belt. I'm going to go with Obsidian Blade since it's the first one we saw. I assume it's probably the easiest to understand. Ooh, I'm riding a motorcycle around. That's pretty sick, and also insanely dangerous.
This is no ordinary city. No bustle of traffic, no lights, no music, no laughter. Eyes watch from the shadows. Things crawl in the darkness. The sound of heavy wings.
That's pretty sick. The night begins. It was an angel, an actual celestial being who I'd met on more than one occasion. Perhaps there were even my guardian angel. It would certainly account for this particular celestial's strange interest in me. Why are you wearing a mesh top? This angel's pretty rad. Despite the fact that they didn't do much guarding. More watching and mocking. Really? Okay. Oh, I sighed. Wasn't expecting to see you here. They didn't respond to my annoyance. Instead, they grinned mischievously. I've been waiting for your arrival, they announced, and then declined to say why or for what reason. Made me feel uneasy. More watching and more mockery to come, apparently. I don't suppose you'll tell me your name this time, I asked. Oh, I have to pick that, didn't realize. As I've told you before, I have had a multitude of names, a smirk played on the edges of their mouth. Would you like me to recount them all for you, I sighed. Angel it is, then. Angel chuckled, high and light. You've come so far already tonight, and yet you've so much further to go before the sun rises, further than you realize. Typical, enigmatic, holier-than-thou bullshit. It didn't help that angels were, in fact, holier than thou. Gonna help me then, for once? But I've already helped you, Noah. Then they paused, making a showing of mock surprise at my scowl. Oh, I'm sorry. You yet prefer Father Noah? Not for a long time, no. I was curious what they meant by already helping me. Celestials were masters at not telling you the whole truth, but it wasn't in their nature to outright lie. Instead, they laugh at your efforts to piece together the half-truths. So asking what they meant by that was going to get me nowhere. Just tell me where he is, that's all the help I need. Angels stared at me a moment, cocking their heads like a bird. Then without a word, they lifted their hand and pointed, out into the city, ahead into the darkness. Thanks for nothing, I growled under my breath. I expect no thanks for what I do, they said. Completely serious, perhaps for the first time. Then they spread their angelic wings, and with an effortless leap, they were off into the black sky and gone. I didn't bother to wait and see if they would return. With that, I rode on. My hunt had begun. All right, Angel, thank you. You're pretty cool. The lower stacks. All right, I have so many options. They're all lesser demons, it would seem. Got greater demons. I would like to fight them. I have no idea. Even with the legend, which is very helpful and appreciated, I have no idea what any of this stuff means. Gideon cards, Lydia curios, angel healing. I tell you what I don't need is healing. Healing's for nerds. Curios. Let me see some eyeballs. Where are the eyeballs at? Eyeballs? No. Those are demons. Need a circly eyeball. Okay. So I see here. We're going like this. Huge. Last one standing. The bar was closed. The sign on its door clearly said so. Yet the lights were on within, and the door was wide open. Yet I heard nothing. No music, no sound of chatting customers, and I could feel the faint presence of an infernal spirit. Not a strong one, but one which had claimed its nest inside a mortal host and held on with whatever power it could muster. I knew it feared me, and it was right to. Hell yeah, dude. There was nobody inside, nobody behind the bar, no one at the tables. Only after a quick search did I finally see a man slumped in one of the booths. A dead man. There was a bullet hole in his head, and congealed blood coated the table. Then I heard the sobbing. It came from one of the washrooms, and I opened it to find an older woman curled up on the floor. Classy dress, gun clutched in both hands, crying with terror and anguish. She didn't notice my presence. The demon inside her wouldn't allow it. It wasn't even strong enough to hide its name. I prepared for the battle to come. Bring it on, nerd. Expel. Headless is your name. Pretty gross looking. You've encountered a lesser demon. Deal damage to break the demon's will and exorcise it from the host. Be careful to keep your ward up if the demon looks like it will attack. Study the demon's intent to get an idea of its next action. Alright. What are you doing here? Oh, you're preventing me from seeing. In order to play cards, you need to light candles. Ignite one candle by burning a card. Start by selecting a card from your hand. I want to read what you say. Applies one wrath to the demon each time Noah, something, the demon, demons. You're killing me, dude. I mean, it seems like you're not dealing damage. No, sorry. You are dealing damage. Dealing 6 damage. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Deal 6 damage. Deal 4 damage and apply a shackle. Seems pretty good. Seems better than compel, at least. Summon the priest. Consume. Priest seems pretty good. I'm going to select a ward, though. Target the burn area to the lower right and confirm with drag or right. What? It went away. What's happening? I think I'm getting rid of this card. The cost of playing each card... The cost of each card is shown in the top left corner, indicating how many candles must be lit in order to play it. Once you have lit enough candles, select the card you want to play and drag it toward the center of the screen. Alright, so each card I burn is only worth 1, it seems. I would like to block for myself. 6, okay, huge. When you're done, select end turn to progress the exorcism and face the demon's wrath. I'm not done. Unlock damage. Okay, so every time I hit you, you get stronger. I understand. What I don't know is, do you carry over, and also do my burn cards stay burnt? Let's do something like this, I suppose. What is this? It seems like you're a separate enemy. So Headless is a thing. The head is a thing. I see. So targeting you was not a good idea with the thing that halves your damage. Good to know. Does the candle carry over is my next question. It does. Okay, that's huge. That's big info. You're dealing 1 times 3 damage. That's easy enough. Add 3 salt cards to your hand. Salt cards do 3 base damage and cost 0 candles. It's a miracle. Card is added to the hand after the beginning of the turn. It is free to play that turn. I see. So if I draw it, it becomes free. That's good to know. I tell you, I think that our most useless cards are compel. I think I would like to block. And then I think I want to get rid of you. And also you. To get a freaking priest, dude. I am honestly a little concerned about playing the priest because I think he's going to cause me a lot of problems. But I'm happy he's here. I think 1 damage is a little rough because it's going to beef him up big time. You're getting 20 ward. You're getting 10 ward. We don't know if ward lasts more than 1 turn. We are not sure. I tell you what we don't need right now, though, is ward. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Not super great. I would like to do a murder upon you. Deal 1 damage to demon when a card is played with 1 or below, excepting curse cards. Here's my question. Is this going to apply to... Like, do I get a choice? I feel like it's going to hit the Headless, right? Yeah, okay, so... Ooh, I like the voice acting. So it's definitely hitting him every time. He's no longer getting Wrath, and we love that. And then I guess, if burning cards doesn't make them go away forever, then I should just get as many candles as I can. Okay, now we don't have to worry about you doing the annoying Wrath garbage. I don't need a second ward. I think it's funny to do this. Half the damage. The more cards we play, the more damage we do. So I think Salt Prison, good idea. Boom. 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 Get salted, idiot. Toss you out. End your turn. I guess I wonder why... Why wouldn't you burn the rest of your cards? Maybe they stay in your hand if you don't burn them? Couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is we're pretty likely to draw our Salt Prison, and by pretty likely, I mean it's guaranteed, which means it's going to be free. Oh! Oh, no, sorry. I thought my hand was full 10 times. Okay, I do need one ward. I don't know if there's like a max hand size. I don't need this though. Give me salt. Get salted, nerd. Huge. Get absolutely bodied.
Return whence you came.
Yep. Give me back this woman who murdered a person. I'm sure she'll feel good about that. Faith is a currency that will help you along your path. Make sure to visit shops along the way and spend your faith wisely. Alright. Apply 2 doubt to all enemies with shackle. 30% of targeted attacks miss. Okay. I'll tell you that I think this is terrible, because the only time it's going to apply is when we get that one card. You 1 damage 4 times, and it's a miracle. That seems disgusting, to be honest. Okay. We do be motorcycling around. Send it. Deserted. I entered what had perhaps once been a police station. Now it was dark and deserted. The smell of death thick in the air. Whatever had happened here happened long ago. Old terror and despair mingled together, tickling my senses as I stepped onto the dusty floor. The inferno was near. I steeled myself and sought it out. Eventually I found the source in one of the back prison cells. An older man in the bloody remains of what looked like a police uniform curled up on the cot. He shivered and muttered to himself, and from the looks of it, had locked himself within. How long ago, I couldn't say, but I could tell that the demon inside him was a pathetic thing, weak and unable to tear itself from a meal that had long since stopped providing it sustenance. You can't hide from your name. Wait, you can't hide... I can't read, man. You can't hide your name from me, demon, I said. Alright, loser. Bring it on. Angler demon? Ooh, you're pretty gross looking, my guy. What's your deal? You're hitting me for 6. Pretty rude. What is this, by the way? Is will my health, I wonder? Salt Prison is not free currently, and I don't have the priest out, so I don't care. Let me ward, I'm full blocking. And then I think we just ditch everything else to play frickin' the priest. Priest is pretty sick nasty, dude.
God is with us.
Get in here, priest. You're my assistant, loser. Alright, what's your deal, guy? Retains ward for 3 turns, removes stack at the start of turn. Alright. I don't care about that, my guy. What are you doing now? You're debuffing me? Rude. Alright, I definitely do not need you. I do not need you. There's not a strong reason to have you. Salt me up. Salt. 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 Get salted. Loser. Get blasted. Oh my goodness. Easy dub. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Boy, I take 50% more damage, huh? It's not the best. Really not good that I got that either. I think we ditch you. We get some shieldy boys. We ditch you because I won't need ya. We shackle you up.
So lost in shame and despair.
Yeah, he's lost in he's lost in shame and despair. He's hearing your voice. Alright, sir. Next turn. Say your prayers. My priest is yelling at you in priestly words. Alright, get out of here, loser. You're done. You're done so. Exercised. Freaking wrecked. Give me my faith. Feeling very faithful because I'm murdering demons. This turn, cards cost 1 less. Next turn, cards cost 1 more. That's pretty shitty, man. That would make all my cards work with my priest. Ally will deal 3 damage to a random enemy at the start of your turn. Acts as an additional attack. Yeah, I mean, I'll give my frickin' priest some daggers. Why not? Get in here, dude. Or is that just another ally, you think? Jesus saves outside of my crappy motel room? No one will come. I stood outside the motel room, one of those cheap places, sign declaring long-term rentals, where you can walk right up to the door without needing to speak to the clerk. Not that you've noticed, asleep behind his desk. I could feel the infernal presence coming from the room within. Even without that sense, however, the stench was obvious, foulness and decay. And the door was slightly ajar as well. I could go right in. It was practically an invitation. I held my breath and went inside. First thing that struck me, aside from the stench, was the garbage. Takeout containers strewn about, some empty, but most all but untouched and full of rotting food. Why? And there, laying on a bed with sweat-soaked sheets, was a young man, or rather, what was left of him. Now he was all but skin and bones, his skeletal arms akimbo as he took ragged breaths. He must have been here for some time, days, weeks even. How had no one noticed? Can you hear me? I asked as I drew closer. The young man's eyes were pale, and his breath came in ragged gasps. Underneath his withered flesh, I could see things crawling, like worms, but too big to be worms. They writhed and slithered, easily visible. Disgusting, I hate it. No one's coming, the man muttered. I don't think he'd even registered I was there. No one's ever coming. No one will ever know. I'm here, I reassured him, though I hesitated to touch him. I would touch this kid. Are you out of your mind? He looked so delicate, thin skin covered by mottled bruises. Suddenly his mouth stretched into a rictus of a grin. No one's coming, a new voice said, deep and sonorous. No one's coming. The demon that wriggled within him, though I had gathered that already. You will leave this boy, I told it. We feasted long, and we feasted well, the demon declared, and not a single soul has cared. No one is coming for him. I've come, I said, and your feast ends here and now. Yeah, murder the thing. What are you? Exorcism, greater demons. Oh shit, this is a greater one? Whoops. You've encountered a greater demon. This demon is stronger than those you've defeated before and is powerful enough to obscure its true nature. Ah, so I don't know its name. Until you break its will, the demon's intentions are hidden from you. That is scary. Okay, so I have no idea what you're doing, which is rough. I don't need this. I would love to have my priest man. But first I should probably block. Alright, Mr. Priest. Get in here, my friend. It's you and me, buddy. Okay, you've guarded. Ward goes away. We figured that out. Alright. We salted it up. What's in my deck now? We could potentially get a Host of Shadows. I think basic attacks, not necessary. I think we draw 3 cards. Bigly. I think I'm disappointed with my decision. Okay. You go away. You stay. You go away. You.
Stop the liar. Deny it.
You.
Refuse it.
Give my man
Reject
some knives.
it. Hear my voice and return to the light.
Okay, huge. You're not attacking me. Very friendly graded demon, I think. Okay. Draw 3 cards. What's in my deck? You get salt for free, but really it costs 2 to do that, so like, is it worth it? Freaking no. Definitely don't want that. I think that's trash. Give me this. Boom. Boom. Salt me up. For the saltiest boy of all time. Get salted, nerd. Huge. I don't need you. I would like to nerf your damage and get rid of that for next turn. I don't know what it is you're doing to me, sir, but I would appreciate it if you didn't. My attacks deal 50% less damage. Pretty rude. I'm gonna ward myself up since I don't know what it is that you are doing. I'm gonna shackle you because you shackled me and it's pretty rude. We're gonna assault you. Huge. And I'm gonna toss this out because who needs it? Not me. Coward. Alright. This is the worst freaking hand of all time. Get salted, loser. We just save it for next turn, dude. What is this? If burnt, creates 2 copies of itself and applies 2 plague to Noah. Ephemera. Once played or burnt, card is destroyed. Okay. Well, I don't like that. I'll tell you that much for free. Did we find out if I end my turn if cards get discarded? They do. Does that count as... Ow? Okay, I didn't actually take damage, though. Does that count as burning them? No. But if I don't play them, they're going to keep junking up my deck. I understand. I get it. Okay, you gotta stop giving me my miracle cards in the same freaking hand as my draw cards, please, sir. I'd appreciate it. I have no idea how much health this guy has. What is happening? No longer doing damage. That's not great. It's not great. It's not ideal. Oh, I gotta reveal him first. Whoops. Tell me your name, demon. I salted you a little bit extra. Those who feast. Oh my god. I don't like you. Okay, I'm very infested. Each stack of plague you accumulate will increase damage dealt to you during certain demon attacks. How did I accumulate plague, man? That's not fair. What the shit? Also, how did I get an extra infestation? I didn't burn you. Ooh, I got no block. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs is what I have to say about that. You know what? I think maybe it's a good idea to just get rid of these garbage boys. Alright, we're taking some damage. Not ideal. Ouch. Okay, you're adding more plague to me. Performing a special action? I don't want you to do that. I'd rather you didn't. Not helpful to me because you're not attacking me at the moment. Okay, finally we get a good use of this. Huge. Big and also huge. Okay, we're salting you. Get salted. We love salt. Our blood pressure is through the roof. Alright, what are you doing, man? Stop it. Well, Damahe. Alright, easy solution. Get shackled, loser. Get out of here, nerd. And I got bad news for you, my friend. I'm gonna mess with your infestation and then salt you up. Boom, boom, boom. You hate salt. Feast on my salt. Alright, you are increasing my plague consistently. Pretty not cool. You're doing a debuff that's probably going to be... I don't want to actually draw those so I don't have to see them next turn. The debuff is probably going to be... Shackle, surely. Alright, salt me up. Boom, boom, boom. Next turn, you're dead. You don't even know yet, but next turn. Alright, loser, bring it on. You're not even attacking. You're just an idiot. You're just a dumb man. You know what? I could kill you with a compel, but you know what I trust more than compelling stuff? Salt. Get out of here, loser. Boom. 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 Easy dub. Not even close. Get expelled. Go away. We hate you. Excuse me? The demon is desperate and the host is at risk. Some of the demon's powerful actions may come at the cost of the host's will. Be vigilant and be prepared to protect the host. If the host dies, something, I didn't see what that said, it canceled out. Why aren't you dead, sir? What is happening here? I disagree with what's going on. I didn't know you were going to keep going, man. Maybe we would have handled that differently had I known. Alright, well, I'll tell you this much for free. I don't like you, and I think you're a coward. And I'm going to salt the shit out of you. Get salted. Boom. 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 Alright, huge. Thanks, priest. I know that you're seeing a lot of wacky and wild stuff like this kid floating in the air, but I'm sure you're used to it, probably. I don't know what you're doing, man. I wish you would stop, though. This is trash. That's not super helpful to me. I don't need the ward. Kind of don't want those next turn, so I'm going to draw them now. Ward is for nerds. Don't need that. We're going to salt you up. You hate salt. I've heard it. You told me once. Omega blasted. Alright, dude, you got to give up. You got to know when to give up. That's just an important skill to have in life. What are you doing? You're attacking my man here. Not very nice. This is trash. I can draw some cards. I got wards to draw. I think that blasting you with that is a good plan. Ah. That doesn't half your damage. That's not great. It's not ideal. Can I apply ward? I can. He didn't give me a second ward card. That's not good. Alright, kid. Sorry, you're getting blasted a little bit. That's my bad. Excuse me? And I took damage? What? 33% of the value of plague is minimum damage to Noah each turn. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. What if I just killed you a little bit, though? How would you feel about that? What if I salted you in your stupid idiot face? Would you like that? Alright, salt the man. Salt them up. I'm sure somewhere in here we have enough damage to murder the dude. Get out of here, loser. Go away.
Be gone, creature of hell.
Be gone, creature of hell. Exercise. Dude, this game is sick. This is a sick game. Okay, what do we got? Apply 1 fortify each time ward is added to Noah this turn. I mean, that's cool and all. But also, it's, like, insanely expensive. Deal 15 damage, draw 1 card, and add volatile to it for this exorcism. That's kind of scary. Give my man more daggers. Is that allowed? I gotta be honest. I think these are all trash. I'm gonna grab this, but I don't know if that stacks. I feel like it probably doesn't, right? Is this another greater demon? Did I just do 2 in a row? Dive in. I stopped my motorcycle outside a restaurant. Kind constantly surrounded by a cloud of fried food smells and despair. A single bored attendant manned the drive-through window, but there seemed to be no customers there or inside. I wasn't here for the food. Indeed, the stench alone would have dissuaded me if I were hungry. No, I stopped here because I sensed an infernal presence. It wasn't coming from inside, however, so where? I walked around uncertainly, eventually circling around to the back where the restaurant hoarded its garbage and waste grease in a series of large bins. The stench here was worse, as was the infernal presence. I approached the bins prepared for anything. Can I, like, exercise a raccoon or something? That'd be pretty cool. I noticed one of the grease bins was open. It was filled almost to the brim with a grayish sludge, littered with crumbs and dead flies, and something was moving inside. At first, I thought it must be an animal. Then I recoiled, seeing it was a person. A woman emerged from the sludge, and she was smiling. A great big grin on her face, as if she was a child splashing in the tub. "Help me," she said. Her voice was a scratchy bass face of an elderly smoker. The smile grew wider, and she giggled. "Please help me." The smell made me want to gag. The woman slapped her hands on the surface of the grease, splashing it. I felt some spackle on my face and coat, and again my gorge rose. "You gonna vomit on this lady?" He began to rub the goo onto her dress and upper arms like it was soap and she was trying to make a lather. This is pretty disgusting, dude. I don't like this. Demons make humans do all sorts of strange things. Some like to play around, feel what it means to have feeling or to test our limits. I thought I'd seen it all over the years. I'll admit, however, this was a new one, even for me. "Stop this," I commanded the demon within her. "You've had your fun." The woman stopped her playful splashing, her head swiveling around to face me like a doll under the guide of some childish hand. "But have you had yours?" taunted the deep voice from within her. "Why don't you come in here with me, sweetie? There's plenty of precious filth to spare." I took a deep breath and reached into the bin with both arms. The grease was surprisingly cold and the woman shockingly light. I heaved her out of the bin with considerable effort, tearing my coat in the process. She landed on the asphalt in a gooey mess and snarled like an animal. The demon was not happy with me. "You picked the wrong night to cross me," I said, scrambling to my feet as I readied for the coming fight. "Bring it on, you disgusting little monster." Alright, we got another greater demon. We don't know what the greater demon is doing. It's not ideal. I do have my priest friend, though, and we love him, and I think he's neat, to be honest.
"We will prevail, my friend."
Yeah, we're friends, he said. Alright, I don't know that you guys attack before your shit goes, so... You're making me weak? No, you're making me vulnerable. That makes me think you're gonna attack me, my guy. I thought we just agreed that that was not allowed. Alright, we got a bunch of compelling... I don't really care, because you know what time it is. It's salt time. Salt them up. Get salted. Oh, you're even weaker than the last one. You only got 3 stages to get through? What a loser. You're adding more shackled to me, except it's not shackled, it's vulnerable. It does look the same, though, in my defense. I'm gonna shackle you. It doesn't look the same, I'm just dumb. I'm gonna block just in case. But then you know what time it is. It's salt time. Salt, salt, salt. Huge. Dude, we're destroying this guy. Alright, ward was not necessary, it turns out. This is trash. Draw some cards. Big and also huge. Salt him. Okay, we gotta go a little slow, though. Reveal yourself to me, demon.
Speak thy name.
Yeah, what he said. Belfagore. Hello, Belfagore. How you doing? You're very ugly. No, you're attacking my... Wait, why are you buffing my ally? Gain 1 doubt, ephemeral, unburnable. Once played or burnt, card is destroyed. Well, I can't burn ya. Moves the stack at the end of the turn, so as long as I play that last, it's like kind of whatever, who cares? You're not attacking me, so I don't need any ward. Excuse me. Ward, get out of here. I'm collecting myself. Ooh, my salt doesn't go away if I don't use it. Good to know.
Stand in the morning light.
Yeah, you're standing in the morning light or whatever. We're salting you up big time. You hate it. I can tell deep in your voice that you don't like to be salted. And honestly, who could blame you? Who would do that to a person? Little Sunny reference. Alright. What is this? crap! My goodness, you're doing a large amount of damage to me. What the heck, my guy? That's like 27 damage. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Holy. Okay. Well, I'm going to collect myself. And I'm going to bash you up. Belfagore, I don't appreciate the large amount of damage you're doing to me, so I'm going to nerf you. Get nerfed, loser. Alright. 12, much more manageable than 27. My priest man is getting attacked too, which is not ideal. But priest man, I don't know that your health actually matters, though. I guess we're gonna find out. And also I'm gonna salt ya. Alright, sorry priest man. You know I love you, but not enough to defend you. I wonder what happens if he dies. You think he gets removed permanently? Because that'd be pretty not great. You're dealing a lot of damage again, Belfagore. If you could stop doing that, that'd be really cool. Go away. We hate you. Get out of here, loser. This guy was much easier than the last guy, huh? Oh, you're still attacking me for a large amount of damage, huh? That's not good. Speak thy name. Can't help but notice that's 18 damage, dude. What are you talking about? Can you stop? Can you cut it out with this bullshit? Ooh, my goodness. Salt them up. Salt them up. We know he hates the salt. Sorry, priest. I'm still not defending you. That's my bad. Belfagore. My dumb is 6 times 3, not 18. Why did I block so much? It doesn't matter, because I'm salting this man. Get salted, loser. Alright. You're dead. Go away.
Back to the pits. I command you.
Back to the pits, you stinky guy. We hate you, Belfagore. Don't care. Apply 3 glow. Heals 1 light per stack of glow and removes a stack at the end of the owner's turn. Light restores the will of allies and damages enemies. It seems good. When dealt to player, allies or host restores will. When dealt to an enemy, deals damage. And it's a miracle card? Ooh, my goodness. I don't know what ashed is, though. It's not telling me. In 2 fortify and 1 phantom. Also a miracle. Prevents enemies from adding statuses. Removes a stack at the owner's turn. That seems disgustingly good. When discarded, either at the end of turn or by another card, this card is placed on top of your draw pile. Wow. That's pretty gross, man. That's pretty nasty, my dude. On the other hand, though, holy water seems more fun. So I'm going to take it. That way I can feel better about my decision to let my priest take all the damage instead of me. Alright, I want to go towards this eyeball, because healing's for cowards, and I don't need it. Ooh, fancy apartment. Got a skateboard and a guitar. A final note. My dad lives in that place all by himself, but he's different now. Like he's gone feral. Doesn't even recognize me, and nobody will go and look in on him. What the man's daughter had told me, but as I walked into her father's apartment, I wondered just how tough this would be. The place was filled with odious shadows, eyes around every corner. It was eerily silent, save for the man. I could hear him breathing, sharp and rasping. It was as though the sound came from everywhere at once. I'd find him soon enough, and then this would be over. Alright. Gullet demon? Ew, you're ugly. Okay, I hate you, sir. I want you to know that. I don't know what ashed is, dude. 14 damage on turn 1 is kind of nuts, though. What the heck are you doing? Let me collect myself. Not exactly the kinds of cards I was looking for, to be honest. You know I love my priest, but you know what I also love is not taking 14 freaking damage. Ouch. What are you doing, sir? I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, cool. Well, I don't need this. And, man. Can I play this without an ally? No. So I don't need that. I don't need any of this garbage. I will salt you, though, even though my priest isn't around. I know that that's what he would want me to do.
We now cast out this infernal infestation.
Okay, we're casting him out. If Clade does nothing. Ephemeral Volatile. Take 5 damage if this card is burnt. Pretty rude, man. Pretty not cool. Okay. Well, you are big dead because my priest is here now. I don't need that. I don't fully need that. I would like to grab this bad boy, though, because now I got holy water for freezies. Ah, I have to choose who it goes on. That's rough. It's rough. I'll choose you, though, because I don't like you, and I don't respect you. And I think you're a bit of a nerd. Alright, can you stop putting those in my deck, please? It's too many. 14 damage. Don't like it. Not a big fan. Got no block. Not great.
I command you, O wicked serpent, O deceiver of innocence.
What if I salt you? Are you gonna die if I salt you to death? Nah, we're cooked. Ooh, we're taking damage. Alright, what if I do this? Can you have 2? No. Alright, so adding the extra card, not a great idea, it turns out. Ouch. Alright. Sir? Ooh, boy, it's not a great hand, huh? Let's draw some more cards. Speak thy name. Alright, you're dead. Get out of here, loser. Go away. And we heal in full.
Leave this innocent and be gone.
That does confirm that our HP is will. What you got for me? Apply 1 glow. Deal 1 damage for each stack of glow on the target. That's pretty cool. Deal 13 damage. Apply 1 vulnerable, but it's volatile. I think it's good, dude. I think it's worth. Our deck is getting way too thick, though. I'll tell you that much for free. Watching us. I sent something off as I walked into the pub on what was apparently a busy night. Cheers and hollers filled the room with heavy but pleasant noise. Plenty of young men watching the game. Didn't bother to register which sport. All what I'd expect to see. Then there was the bar at the back, and behind it a tall bartender with his sleeves rolled up, frying the inside of a pint glass. He had salt and pepper hair, well conditioned, combed to the side in that perfect Cary Grant way. I don't know who that is. His eyes were dark, sad, like he was in mourning, and he was staring at me. Something about his wide, piercing gaze unsettled me. He wasn't looking through me or past me, but rather into me. Or perhaps I was imagining things. I could feel a faint sense of the infernal here, but that didn't mean it came from him. It'd certainly stick out in a place like this enough that it could warrant a stare from a bartender, after all, so I couldn't be hasty. I found a chair as far away from the bar as possible. When I looked back, the bartender was still staring, still drying the inside of the same pint glass, but his pupils were now gone. His eyes were all egg white, 2 large pearls, almost beautiful. You telling me that this demon was serving people drinks? Somehow I still felt like he was staring only at me. He didn't blink. I couldn't look away. I was locked into his impossible gaze. It was then that I noticed the noise of the pub had all gone away, faded into silence. It's still packed with people, but none of them moved. It was still packed with people, but none of them moved. They were frozen in place, except for the bartender with pearl eyes, still drying that glass. He winked. Demons take many forms. Okay. Oh boy. This is a big old scary demon, turns out. I got no priest. I don't know what you're doing, and that's pretty scary to me. So I'm going to shield up. And I might as well shield up again, just in case. You've made me vulnerable. These are still in my deck? That's crazy, dude. I don't like that.
God have mercy on us.
That's rough. I can't believe you don't go away. Alright, I'm gonna nerf you and hope you don't do a lot of damage to me. Alright. Not worth. You have this. Not worth. I don't like that I have junk in my deck from the last match that cost 3 freaking candles. Yeah, I mean, I gotta get rid of this garbage. Has to happen. Oh! Okay. I'm still not positive. Okay, I was just gonna say, I'm still not positive you guys actually do anything when you're in this phase, but you do. You just hit me for a large amount of damage. Pretty rude. I don't know what you're doing. I'm a little scared. I do want to get rid of this garbage. Okay, what is this now? Doom. Each stack of Doom you accumulate will increase damage dealt to you during certain demon attacks. So it's like Plague, but different. Good to know. Too expensive. Vulnerable you up. Don't need that. Reveal ya.
Your true name.
Give me your true name, coward. Pearl Eye. I mean, you're telling me we didn't know the demon whose eyeballs rolled back in his head, and we described his eyes as Pearl. You didn't know his name was Pearl Eye? Are you for real right now? 18 damage is a lot of damage, man. Oh, yikes. This is not good. I'm seeing the problem with volatile cards for sure.
Release your hold and trample upon the righteous.
Yeah, release your hold, coward. What? I took no damage for some reason. I don't know what you're doing. Wish that I did. Give me some cards. Big and also huge. I'd like to heal myself a little bit. I don't need the daggers, but I have to be honest, I don't want them in my frickin' deck, so get out. Really wish that I could stack that. Or get another ally. Costing an awful lot of shit in my deck, man. Ah! That's also Doom. That's good to know. Okay. Feels though I'm not making much progress over here, though, I gotta be honest. Ouch. Definitely don't need you. Too expensive, my friend. Or a garbage man. I'm gonna burn ya. Don't need you. You're gonna get salted and you're gonna like it. Nerd. Alright, Pearl Eye, hurry up. I haven't got all day. That's my one complaint with this game, is that it feels like battles take a very long time. It's fun and atmospheric for sure, but it is time consuming. I don't really need either of you. Okay, 3 damage. Ouch. You get out of here. Don't need you. Don't need you. Burn you up. Blast you once. Save you for later. Alright, Alba, man. Hurry up. Hurry up, man. I haven't got all day. Alright, we're collecting our thoughts. That's big and also huge. Potentially massive.
Oh, wicked serpent! Oh, deceiver of innocence!
Alright. We're healing a little bit. So that I can be at full health for the next time. I am concerned that if I don't get rid of all the doomed, they're probably going to stay in my deck for next time. Unlucky. Very unlucky.
Faith is my shield, and
Faith is my shield.
light upon the darkness.
I cast light upon the darkness. Demon.
Trash. 18 damage is quite an excessive amount of damage, my friend.
Release your hold, and
Release
trample
your
upon the righteous.
hold, you coward.
Alright, what if I go balls to the wall nutty mode and salt you to death? Would you like to be salted, sir? Get expelled? Loser, go away. Alright. 36! What? My goodness. That's pretty freaking rough, my guy. 18 is better, but not great.
Haru and Gunore.
What happens if you kill the host? Ouch. He only took 9 damage, by the way, so my halving did work. It just didn't update. That's something that should be patched in so that you know it's going to work, in my opinion. You're not dealing damage to me, so I don't need that. I'm collecting myself. Oh, you silly fool. We're going to farm you for healing. Dummy. Ash? What does that mean? When burnt, a card that is ash cannot be burnt again this turn. Ash is removed at the end of the turn. How did I manage to do that twice? I don't know. Alright, don't kill him too hard, though, because I'm trying to heal off of him. You're dooming me again, which is just uncalled for, if you ask me. You're debuffing me. You know what? I tell you what. Just kill the guy. Just take him out. He's pissing me off. Go away. We don't like you. Get out of the old man.
Festus no more.
Give me my faith. Very faithful boy over here. Each time an upgraded card is played, ally will apply 1 silvered to Noah. What does that mean? What is a silvered? You gotta tell me these things, game. I need to know. Deal 9 damage to draw a card is disgustingly good. Alright. Are you giving me like a relic or something? The nightclub. The nightclub is the kind of dimly lit, smoky place one would find the worst of humanity. Rude? You could hear their low whispering, seated in the shadows just out of sight, voices barely carrying over the music. And the music itself, I was expecting jazz, something deep and swank to pair nicely with the tang of cigarettes and alcohol. But this had a strangely alien feel to it. Sonorous, crawling around the skin, seeping into your soul. Couldn't identify where it was coming from, only that it had the ability to either keep you out or invite you inside. It must have invited me, for I suddenly realized I couldn't recall coming inside. I was simply here. I looked for a place to sit. Maybe there was an act to listen to, I figured, or a proprietor with an eye for the odd or unusual arrival. Hello, how you doing? I barely sat down when I learned it was a ladder. A woman emerged from the recesses of the club, sauntering over to my table with a glint in her eye that spoke of mischief. She had dark skin and a darker dress, as well as a warmth to her, an aura that made her feel more vivid than almost anyone else I'd encountered in the city so far. I was instantly mesmerized. Hell yeah, dude. You're new here, she said with a grin, taking a long and casual drag from her cigarette holder. Doesn't sound like a question. Her grin widened. It's not. She could tell I was sizing her up warily, and while I thought she was delighting in the attention, I slowly realized she was sizing me up right back. Name's Lydia. This is my place, and you? You're out of your depth, stranger. I was about to protest that I'd been invited, that I felt invited, but she waved an elegant hand to cut me off. In the city, she chuckled. Not in the club. Here, you're welcome. Ah, then my name is Noah. Noah. Lydia seemed to almost taste the name, rolled it around in her mouth as if it held a fascination all of its own. She took another long drag, her eyes sharpening as she continued her appraisal. There was a power in them, I realized. I could feel a hint of the arcane that clung to her, strong and eldritch. Dude, Lydia's pretty freaking cool, man. The woman was much, much more than she seemed. I can help you, Noah. Felt as if she'd come to some kind of decision. In fact, we can help each other. You're willing. One can never be too careful in a city such as this, after all. What kind of help do you need exactly? I asked, my suspicions growing. Let's start with your faith, she said lightly. You have it to spare, and it's as good in my hands as any others. In exchange, I'll give you access to my store of charms and potions, things I expect you'll find quite useful on your journey. What do you know of my journey? I asked. Only a little. Return any time and tell me more about it if you like. She turned and walked away, her hips swaying in the rhythm of the music. We can talk more about that. We can talk more then about the help I need. I had a drink and left, wondering who this Lydia was and what I'd gotten myself into. Can you not do that before I spend my freaking money? Okay, cool. Give faith. Giving faith will result in permanent discounts in the shop. Seems pretty freaking good. Okay, so we got more max health. Every time you gain ward 3 times in a single turn, gain a fortify. Not gonna happen. Restore 3 will for each cursed blade. Very expensive. Here, you can have some faith. We got a 7% discount now. Okay. Give me this. And have some more faith. I'm out of here. Ah. I thought each 3 was going to be a discount. That's my bad. I should have just given all the faith first and then 69. Okay. Well, I spent all my damn money. So there's no reason to go back to Lydia. Hit me with an event. Leander. The shop was incredible. Outside of a library, you've never seen so many books. Dusty tomes bound in skin from all manner of animals. Some were adorned with precious stones and golden filigree. Each was unique and looked like it should have been in the hands of some powerful wizard casting arcane spells. Sick? When I stepped inside this curio shop, bells softly jingled, but no bells were attached to the frame. Hello? I said nervously. A squat nerd in a sweater popped up from behind one particularly gaudy glass display case full of color crystals. I'd learned in my studies that prettier crystals were often less powerful than darker or whiter stones. Spirits, it seemed, are attracted to absolutes. Salutations, young man, the man behind the counter said, though I was undoubtedly no more than 5 years his junior. What dark wild carried you to my shadow and sanctuary? The man whose voice struck me as gull-like barely took a breath before answering his own questions. Gull-like? Like a seagull? Wait, let me guess. You're a rogue exorcist looking for supplies to help you in the endless battle against demons. And yourself. I stood there aghast. How did you know? You're carrying a rosary on your hip and you look miserable, he said, smiling. I filled in the rest myself. The shopkeeper made a few quick steps to shake my hand like he was scurrying on 2 feet. I'm Leander Reed, and this is my store, Shadow and Sanctuary, the occultist imagination station. We have all manner of curiosities to help commune and contain. I took a better look around. Beyond the books and crystals were a treasure trove of unique items, crosses made of what appeared to be bone, a mirror covered in a veil, even what looked like a pickled hand. I know what you're thinking, Leander said. Then tell me, I said, cracking a smile for the first time in forever. Hell yeah, Leander, we flirted with you, dude? That's not a hand of glory. Not a real one, anyway. Not that it isn't useful. It's just... What are those pistols that are less lethal than pistols? Airsoft, I suggested? Yes. That is the airsoft equivalent of a hand of glory. I call it a hand of merit. It can only wound, not kill, and it sometimes opens locks, though it needs to be praised afterward. words. This man, Leander Reed, seemed incapable of deception. I explained my situation to him. When I finished, he looked almost giddy. I know just the thing that could help, but do me a favor. Don't open it here. I'm not supposed to have it. Leander handed me an object wrapped in purple silk. Use it well. I left the Shadow and Sanctuary feeling a little confused and a lot better equipped to fight what was certain to come. Thanks, Leander. Choose a card or master route. Every 5 times a demon takes indirect damage, e.g. from Silvered or Glow, gain 1 wrath. When damage is taken from an enemy, deal 1 damage back to the source per stack. So Silvered is Thorns. Okay, I wonder if my priest doing damage is indirect. We're going to go a little bit longer and see if we can fight this frickin' boss man here. We are at an hour. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. The mansion. I found myself at the door of a mansion. A luxurious and sprawling place that was entirely at odds with the dilapidated buildings I'd seen everywhere else in the city. It occurred to me to wonder what, exactly, I was doing here. Who I expected to find within. Curiosity prompted me to reach towards the delicately wrought doorbell, but before I'd even pressed it, the door opened. An elderly servant stood on the other side, regarding me impassively. "The master awaits you within," he said, and stood aside. That was it. No mention of who this master was, what he wanted, or how he knew I was coming. What else could I do? I went in. The inside of the mansion was just as luxurious as the exterior, but cold and still, like a museum. I was ushered into what I assumed to be a sitting room, and I didn't have to wait long for the master to make his appearance. Suddenly he was standing before me, as if he'd been there all along. A seemingly young man, in a snappy suit, pale locks falling across the most chilling, hungriest eyes I'd ever seen. The moment they bore into me, the faintest flicker of a smile dancing across the man's cruel lips, I knew exactly what he was. "You're a demon," I growled, quickly reaching into my pack for a weapon. He watched me with an air of amusement and no alarm whatsoever. "And you are an exorcist." His voice had a faint and unearthly timbre, sending an instant shiver up my spine. I paused, waiting to see what he'd do before I attacked, and he nodded as if this pleased him. "I am often called the Collector," he said, "but you may call me Gideon whenever you visit. And what makes you think I'd visit to do anything other than banish you from this earth? Because you aren't hunting me, Exorcist. You're hunting Malys." "How do you know that?" I demanded. "I make it my business to know all who come to the city, why they're here, what they desire." Gideon said the last word with relish, and then sat on a nearby chair. He did so languidly, assuming an air of comfort that ignored the fact he was an infernal creature and thus my enemy. "I trade in souls, you see." He gestured at the odd array of cards that lined the inside of his oversized coat. "You like?" "I don't, and you won't have my soul, demon." Slight raise of an eyebrow and a smirk said we'll see without him uttering a word. "Nevertheless, we can do business, you and I. And why would I do business with you?" "For the greater good, of course. You want Malys, and I'm happy to assist. For a price." I stood there, not even bothering to ask. "Faith," he clarified. "In return, I'll happily deal with you for items in my collection. Items you cannot live without, quite literally." His slow smile was that of a shark's. Thus begins any good business relationship, wouldn't you agree? The demon wants my faith, just like Lydia does. I should be surprised, but somehow I'm not. I didn't stay long. I wasn't as certain as Gideon was that I'd ever be back. Alright. Buy card, remove card. Well, come on, man. 60 buckaroonies. That's rough. I would love to remove cards, but I spent all my money on Lydia. Alright, Greater Demon, bring it on. Get it out. As soon as I heard the screaming, I began running. Towards it, not away from it. It was the sound of someone in such agony, their cries twisted into something raw and animalistic, and I knew what that meant. I was already inside when I realized I'd run into an underground parking garage. Dark and abandoned, drips of foul water running down the concrete walls. Pools tainted with gasoline into sickening rainbow colors. The smell of old sweat and grime, and the screaming. I had to find where it was coming from. Down and down I ran. The only cars I saw were never going to leave here ever again, rusted and still. Screaming echoed from below, occasionally sliding into desperate gasps for air, followed by a keening wail that raised the hair on my arms. And then I saw her. A woman crouched in a back corner, covered in deep scratches up and down her arms, covered in slick sweat and blood and mucus. "Get it out," she gasped. "Get it out!" She began scratching frantically at her shirt, tearing it. "Now stay calm," I warned her. I stopped a few feet away and got out my pack. Suddenly she stopped scratching. The shudder, like something dark, was welling up from inside. She became calm. A slow smile spread across her face. "Oh, I am calm, Noah." said a deep voice that came from down her throat and layered with her own. Are you calm? Calm enough for this? I started unpacking my candles. The voice inside the woman began to laugh, and the sound of it echoed off the concrete walls until it reverberated inside my head. You won't be laughing long, I swore to myself. Alright, nerd. Bring it on. Okay. Trash? Draw a card. Okay. Trash. Blast ya. Shield myself just in case.
The battle against the shadows.
Okay. End turn. You did in fact hit me. It's good to know that you can do that. Holy water's trash when it's not free. Where are all my damn cards? There's my priesty boy. Alright, Mr. Priest, you know I need your help, my friend. If you could get in here, I'd really appreciate that. Heal myself a little bit. Ouch, you're doing 9 damage, huh? Okay. Holy water not helpful to me at the moment. We're going to draw a card. Huge, big, huge. We're going to speak thy name, coward. We're going to shield because I don't know what's happening. I didn't notice. Did this, I haven't gained a wrath. I also don't know if I've done that 5 times, though, to be fair. Okay, this is a terrible freaking hand, by the way. Ew, boy. No Salt Bay for now. Okay, you're gonna do something scary to me this turn, I think. Crash. Do this. Crash. Shackle. Give me some block. End our turn. What are you doing, sir? Flies. I don't like that. As flies split from the host swarm, they will accumulate increased damage dealt to you during certain demon actions. It seems like all of the demons have this, but with different names. Draw a card. Not great. This is trash. Collect your thoughts. Holy water for free seems great. I could put it on him to increase my wrath, but I don't want to do that. Okay, and then I think these get frickin' discarded anyways, so...
True name.
Alright, reveal yourself to me, coward. The many as one. Oh, gross, I really don't like you. What you got going on here, friend? A dark twisting swarm. Alright. Well... I hate that. Go away. Ooh, you about to get salted? Wow, you have a lot of health, my guy. Holy. Yeah, we have glow, we don't have wrath. So I think my man, unfortunately, does not count as doing the damage that I would like him to be doing. You're summoning your garbage. I don't care about that, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna play this to get rid of it. We're gonna keep salting. Boom. Boom. Yep, tyranny of evil. We hate it. 38 damage, you say? What are you talking about? That's crazy. Murder you? Oh, I changed your intent by murdering your flies? I'm scared to find out what happens if I murder another fly, but I'm probably going to do that. Okay, now you're summoning. I see. So I can just, like, prevent you from doing anything as long as I keep blasting your flies, huh? Be gone! Seems like every time you summon your flies, you also lose 10 health. Crash. Blast. Salt me up. You're salted. You're gonna summon now. I've got you. I should have done this first. I'm a dumb idiot man. Oh, shit. You're doing a lot of damage to me, huh? I thought you were gonna summon, I have to be honest. Ouch. Okay, I got a little messed up by you, man. I'll admit it. You tricked me. I thought you were gonna summon. Speak thy name. Oh! What? Every time I hit you, you change your intent? Oh, shit, man. All right. The many is one. You are a confusing man, and I don't like that you're doing what you're doing. Yikes. Okay. A little problematic. Holy water. I'm scared of you, sir. I don't like that you keep doing things. Yeah, now you're doing a large amount of damage. You could stop doing that. I greatly appreciate it. You're not stopping. You're still doing it. Uh-oh. Summon your flies, please. Ow, we're gonna go into the boss fight with very low health. I can feel it. Okay. Normal compels, I don't need you. I do need violent recollections, though. Oh my god, stop doing so much damage, please. Ooh, boy. Can I burn salt, you think? Unburnable. Well, there you go. Can't burn salt, turns out. I'm gonna have to damage because I don't want to take a buttload of damage. Ooh, oh boy. Ouch. Alright. You're trash. Get blasted. You've changed to attacks again. Can you stop doing that, sir? Summon your friends. I could have killed you. I could have killed you. I'm a dumb idiot, man. Please die. You're not dying. I goofed. I big goofed. 2 health, man. You're killing me, dude. Ow. That's rough. That's very rough. I tell you what. I'm going to start healing myself. All right, sir. Hurry up. I haven't got all day. Also very injured. 90 damage is such a crazy large amount of damage that you're doing to me. Okay, hold on.
Heaven above, hear my prayer.
Yeah, hear my prayer. I'm stupid. I'm a dumb man. I'm a dumb idiot, man. Okay. Salt. 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 Oh, boy. You're about to take a lot of damage. Oh, please. Where's my wrath, by the way? Surely I've done enough damage to you to get a wrath at this point. You're dead? Speak thy name. Dude, that fight was hard. That did a lot of damage to me. Heal 3 light. If 5 candles are lit, also in 30 ward and extinguish all candles. I had no idea I could go over 3 candles. That definitely should have told me that a while ago. I thought since there was 3 candles, I could only have 3 candles. King of the Strip. As I rode my bike out of the lower stacks and into the parts of the city the locals referred to as the Strip, I felt at once pleased by how far I had already made it, as well as increasingly concerned that I hadn't yet encountered any demon of real substance. Speak for yourself, dude. My ass is getting cooked. Here in a city as steeped as in the infernal as this, it seemed almost too good to be true. No sooner had the thought crossed my mind, however, I felt it. Powerful presence here in the Strip, calling to me. Unable to refuse, I pulled my bike over at what looked like a simple office building. Construction company. Closed all the lights out. But not to me. The infernal call came from within. I tried to resist, but my feet moved one after the other. Like a puppet, I felt myself pulled toward a door marked Main Office in big bold letters. The door was ajar, beckoning the office beyond it pitch black. The stench of evil was almost overpowering. This was a demon of substance, if not a member of the hierarchy itself. It would brook no refusal to its summons, especially not from a lowly mortal such as myself. I stopped trying to resist. It was time to face this, whatever it was. Inside, from what I could see, was just a simple office. Mahogany desk, filing cabinet. Ooh, gross, you're disgusting. Filing cabinet, cross affixed to the wall almost mockingly. And seated at the desk, a large man, only a shadow in this darkness. Then, with a loud click, he turned on the desk lamp. An older man, white-haired, wearing a business suit. The kind of man who occupied the plush chairs of offices like this, pumped up with his own self-importance, bloated on the taste of power he held over others, but his eyes were as black as midnight. And also his ears are like pig ears, dude? What are you talking about? Called, I said, trying to sound braver than I felt. He grinned, the teeth now transformed into sharp fangs, yellowed and stained with blood. This was a demon that had completely subsumed its host. I wonder if there was anything of the mortal man left inside at all. Trash like you needs to stay in the lower stacks, he growled. I heard whispers behind his voice, like a chorus of minions eager to burst forth. The Strip is mine. It's all mine, and it always will be. As always, I said, my gaze meeting us unflinchingly, the hunger of your kind exceeds your grasp. And what are you going to do about it, little exorcist? We'll drive you out of that man and continue on my way. That's what I'll do. He laughed, more of a surprised chortle, really, from deep within his belly. This man had a hunger to match my own. He invited me in, eager to bathe in the riches of mortal sin. With open arms, he welcomed the darkness. And now he is your slave. I know there's something of him yet, and he cries out for help. Oh, I have no doubt. The man's dark eyes glinted. Unfair, he'll say. I wanted more, he'll say. The glutton got all the time I'm willing to give him. I set my pack on the ground beside me. We'll see about that. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. Alright, bring it on, nerd. Grass is grass. Except for the fact that I have 39 health. Ooh boy, it's not looking good for us, but we'll do what we can. Alright, you know I like my priest. I am a big fan of him. Such a terrible idea. Oh. Oh, I did that? That was not worth.
God is with us.
Alright. Oh, dude, 7 damage on turn 1 is a little rough. Okay. Pitch that. Draw some cards. Hate ya. Don't want ya. Draw some more cards. Huge, big, and also huge. Okay. Hit ya. Hit ya. Nerf ya. Give me a shield just in case. We're kind of going ham on this guy, dude. Don't need that. Probably need that. Don't need this. Or that. Don't need that. Give my man some daggers. Give myself some shield. Don't murder me, please. Devouring Greed. Was nothing if burnt gained 6 greed. Alright. Not too concerned about that. Okay. Man's about to do a big attack, so I'd kind of like to not let him do that, if possible. So let's try to make that happen. we can, in fact, make that happen. No, you can only have 3. You lied to me, card. Why did you lie to me?
Speak thy name!
I guess maybe other characters can have more candles. I don't even know if there are other characters. Other, decks, maybe? Mammon? Ooh, you're a big boy, Mammon. I know your name. Holy. Okay. I can't do that. Just double checking that I can't do that. You're not damaging me, so... Got a lot of health, my guy. Okay. You're still not damaging me. Although I guess I don't know what you're doing, to be fair. I don't want to get rid of this. So it's not in my freaking deck. I definitely think I need to heal, for what it's worth. I would like to Salt Bay him. You seem to be only taking 1 damage from anything I'm doing to you. I guess it's half rounded down. 38 damage, you say? 38, huh? You sure about that? Much as I'd like to do 0 damage 4 times, I think I'm gonna not do that. I can't believe you've done this to me. 38 is friggin' insane.
Come to our aid and drive out the evil before us.
Holy crap, man. Where's my half your damage card when I need it? And you hit my poor priest? Okay, what are you doing? I don't know. This is not good. Speak thy name? I really needed you last turn, man. I think we just build up our candles for now. Yeah, you're shackling me. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. You're not hitting me, so I think I feel safe doing that. Holy water is huge. Holy water, unfortunately, is going to be the primary way we deal damage, but also, dude, I'm at 24 health. I need health badly. The dude hits for like 30 freaking 8. Oh my god, you're still hitting for 38. I need you to not be doing that, sir. Okay. That's helpful. Speak thy name.
Watchers, those who stand in the shadows.
That's not helpful to me at all. Oh, but I can burn you. Thought you were ashed for some reason. I can stack your garbage. That's helpful. Taking 5 damage to get 6 board seems not good. Playing Curses heals me. I did forget that I had that ability. We're hanging on by a frickin' thread over here. Ow. I'm bleeding out of my head. That's not great. Oh, holy water. I need you to, get drawn badly. Getting 40 shield, huh? That's a lot of shield that you're getting. Holy water. Okay. 1 damage 4 times is like kind of super worth doing, my guy. Okay. Okay, we're mounting somewhat of a comeback. I say, knowing full well he's going to hit me for 38, and it's going to be a big old problem. Don't know what you're doing. Oh my god.
Speak thy name.
Why did I do that? I need to... I kind of wish it would... Well, no, because then the things that cause problems... I was going to say I wish it would turn my stuff into candles, but that'd be bad. Be not good. Okay. 38 damage is absolutely out of its mind insane. It's all my health. Alright, we played that to heal enough to not die. I'm very injured. I've done nothing. There was no reason to do that. Ouch! You're killing my poor priest. I don't know what happens if he dies for real. Probably nothing good. Debuffing me. That's pretty not nice. Oh my goodness.
Speak thy name.
I really hope I can get Speak Thy Name again next turn, or else I gotta get frickin' killed. Strong chance we die here. Feeling very likely. Okay, you're not attacking me, though. That's great, and also wonderful. Oh my goodness. I still don't know if there is a hand size limit. Holy crap, I should have played that. I'm a dumb idiot, man. Oh my goodness. Not like this, Mammon. Don't do this to me, Mammon. Terrible. Hate it. Upset. I have too much. Okay, Speak Thy Name is great. We love seeing that. Sir, speak thy name. Heal myself. Get rid of that. You're gonna kill my priest. Really hope the man comes back in card form. I don't think he does, because I'm thinking about it and he got consumed. Should probably heal our man at some point. It might be too late for you, sir. I'm gonna try, though. I think you're worth more as a freaking candle than you are as anything else, sir. Okay, really wish I had just grabbed Speak Thy Name. Don't need to play it right now. Hope it shows up next. Not great. I'm not playing that. There's no reason to. Assault this man. Assault him into oblivion. Alright, Mr. Priest. I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try to get you alive. Okay. Think about this. Your ass is grass. Huge. That's big and also huge. Dead. Keep thy name, just in case you attack me next turn. Alright, we're expelling you. Bring it on, Pigman. Okay. What are you doing? You're debuffing me. That's fine. I kind of hope that I can speak thy name twice. Because that would be pretty sick nasty. Assaulting you. Mammon. You're a coward. You're nothing to me. Give up. I'm healing off you, nerd. Uh-oh. Our 2 less cards is horrible. That's really not good. It's really, really bad. I would say
35 damage.
Uh-oh. That's pretty rough, my guy. I don't need that. Oh, boy. I'm going to discard you in case I can somehow draw you again. It's unlikely to happen, but...
Speak thy name!
Don't kill my priest. Don't you dare. Probably could have killed you now that I think about it. Ouch. Alright, now is the turn to murder this man. Gotta happen. You know it does. Okay. Just in case you somehow don't die. We're dealing 50% less damage, which is pretty rough, if you ask me. You're already dead, loser. Easiest dub of my life. The frickin' fly was harder than you, loser. Dead Man's Charm. When your will is reduced to 0, restore 30% of your will and destroy this curio. Coward. Who needs it? Deal 1 damage for every 2 ward. No, I don't have that. Deal 3 light per lit candle and extinguish all candles. I hate that. All cards burn for 2 candles this turn. Consume. That's pretty cool. I gotta stop adding cards to my deck. All right. Oh my god, there's an entire second region? Are you kidding me? The strip. All right, well, I definitely don't have time for another section of this run since we've already gone for an hour and a half. Can I quit the main menu without losing anything? All unsaved progress will be lost. I mean, I didn't do anything since the boss, so I think it's probably fine. This game is sick. This game is very good. My only complaint so far is that it's very long. I just took an hour and a half to do the first act of what is probably 3 acts, because that's what deck builders usually do. Sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking with this woman singing in my ear. This song is pretty good, though. What a cool game. What an interesting premise. I very much like the greater demon fights in particular, where you have so many turns where you don't know what the enemy is doing, and you have to blast them until you find out their name, and then you can see their intentions. I think it's a very cool way to both play the game mechanically, and also it ties into the theme very well, where you're like learning what the demon is so you can know what's effective against them. I think that's a really fun idea. I like that there's a storyline that we're exploring through the roguelike nature of the game. We've met Lydia, we've met frickin' Leander and that demon guy. I did not know this was a roguelite when I started playing. It is interesting that you can give faith to permanently reduce the costs of things in the shop. I think that's pretty neat. I am curious if there's any other sort of meta progress. Like, here, hold on. Let's pick up the main menu. I don't see any like shop on the menu here, so I'm guessing maybe it's just discounts and run. I couldn't tell you though. I have no idea. But yeah, really neat game. Its theme is dripping throughout. I think it's very, very interesting. It's dark and gritty. I love the black and white color scheme until you get to demons, which then have their own colors and stuff. I think it's very cool, and it's just a very neat game. I encourage you to check it out. I will put a link in the description below so you can do exactly that. At the time of this recording, I think it's coming out the day of, if not the day after. It depends on when the embargo time drops, but it's supposed to come out on the 23rd. I don't think there's a launch discount. I think it's supposed to be $14.99, which from what I've seen so far is pretty freaking reasonable, man. The soundtrack is sold as well if you are interested in it. I think it's pretty cool from what I've seen of it. And yeah, it's just a very cool game. I don't know if the demo is still available once the game comes out, so you'll have to check since I can't see into the future, unfortunately. But I will put a link to the store page in the description down below, so you can check it out just in case. And while you're there, if you're interested in the game but you don't feel like picking it up right away, I encourage you to wishlist it because it helps out devs a lot. I know that they said they're going to continue working on the game even though it's fully released now. They're going to keep adding stuff and fixing bugs and listening to feedback. So yeah, I encourage you to wishlist it, help out the devs so they can keep working on it. If you'd like to help me out a lot, I'd appreciate it greatly. What happened to the song? It ended abruptly. That was very distracting. Okay, it's back. Sorry, if you want to help me out, I'd appreciate it greatly if you left a comment and or a like. It really does help out a ton on a channel of this size. I can't describe how much it helps. It's just immense. So if you want to support the channel, it's a great way to do it. And if you'd like to see more from me, my name is Quantic Flux. I put out a new video every single day in my Check It Out series, where I check out a new, usually a roguelike game. Sounds like something you'd like to see more of? I'd be happy to have you subscribe. Thank you very much for your time. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.